Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the Northern Illinois Huskies taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Buffalo Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Buffalo's offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
The hand to the running back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Still looking on the move. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Agbana. Coming after him. A little release to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks. They don't come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Northern Illinois' offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their...
Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. The tap. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The Huskies with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying to find his man on first down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw. It's Agbana. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quick release on the RPO. All by himself down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's back to throw on second down. Looking deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They move the tight end all over. From the gun, running back on the move. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Northern Illinois right back to the line. Wide out in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. 3rd and goal from way back there. Scanning the field, it's Hampton. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good.
That makes the score Buffalo 14, Northern Illinois 10.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Line gets set, first down.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Watkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He's got his man, and it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hand.
Lost one deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bulls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Running toward the tape. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morrow. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Snow. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in it.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half.
17.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this quarter.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Northern Illinois right back to the line.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
Power football with the run. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense in press coverage. Trying to get to him. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one.
Looking for a huge play. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field to score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer us. Picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This is why you consistently run the football. Steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for a long touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the fumble.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
This is why quarterbacks always take care of their offensive line. This is why they feed them in the offseason, invite them to the house, buy them gifts, take care of the big boys because they take care of you, and those numbers start to pile up.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Past the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found some daylight, it was...
Northern Illinois.
House call.
Number 28.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Quick touch pass to the receiver. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again and you'll...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air, it's Agbana. Pressure coming. He's got his man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Now on first down for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It's caught. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Bulls are on the move. They're going to run it to the right. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Stopped after making the catch.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. And he's dragged down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Back to pass, it's Agbana. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Red Hawks offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And the Red Hawks pick up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Motion, trying to get the defense to show its hand. Got it behind the line. It's Brunson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last... Second down. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up and throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
So the Buffalo Bulls offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
This defense had a beat on them. They were aggressive. They were getting in the backfield, playing run. Almost got the safety.
Man, he barely got it out there initially. I thought they tackled him in the end zone. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Watkins. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Bulls are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now...
What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. So keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Still running at the 40. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man quickly. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Grab near the sticks. It's Randall. Touchdown Bulls. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Unloads it left. He's got him wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Snares it outside, it's Briggs. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bulls line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's a first down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Red Hawks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Randall. He's got great speed. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Back to pass, it's Agbana. Got the quick pass. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Bulls line it up with a first and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quarterback moving. Going for 6. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
And the Red Hawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The first down for the offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And the ball squirted out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. Quarterback on the keeper. Thrust that arm out. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where.
Touchdown, Miami! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Number 10.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Wants to throw. It's Agbana. He lost one down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing up his pads.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense set for a first down play. Snags a quick pass on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Red Hawks decide to punt it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Snagged in the middle, it's Randall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Agbana. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Catch in the middle, it's Snow. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bulls are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a crease to the left. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. According to plan right now, they've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man, take care of your running back.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Beal. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Perry. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Redhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fires to the big fella. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make...
And that pass is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.